Let's look at how you can set up and use ring groups to enhance your call flow. Ring groups allow multiple phones to ring at the same time. For example, if you have a sales team, you may want all their phones to ring when a sales call is received. You can use ring groups in several places in your call flow, as a destination for inbound numbers, in your auto attendants, and more. Once you've signed in, click Settings to access the admin functions. Groups are found in the Destinations drop-down menu. Click Groups. Any ring groups you've created are shown here. To create a new one, click New Group. First, give the group a name that describes its purpose. For example, billing, customer service, or sales. If you would like users to be able to transfer callers to the group directly, then select a local extension. Click the magnifying glass icon to review the extensions that are in use. In this example, extension 100 isn't on the list, which means it's open. Type extension 100 and users will be able to dial that number to route callers to this group. Then, determine if you'd like to have a greeting play when the caller reaches the group. This is optional. For this example, we'll add this call monitoring announcement as a greeting to inform customers that their calls will be recorded. But in the Sound Manager, you have other options for adding a greeting too. You can choose to have the greeting play first and then ring to the group, or have it play while ringing to the group. If you want to customize the hold music, you can upload the audio file here. Otherwise, your account's default hold music will play for customers when a group member places a call on hold. When you use a forwarding whisper, if the receiver is outside of your network, they will hear a brief recorded message before the call connects. For example, you can have it say, "Call forwarded from sales group." If you choose to use this feature, you must also enable either the desk phone forwarding or follow presence settings you'll see later. The strategy determines how your phones will ring. Ring All means all phones ring at the same time. Hunt rings one phone at a time sequentially, and First Available only rings to a group member not currently on the phone. We'll use Ring All for this group. In the prepend caller ID field, you can add a prefix to the caller ID name so the group members know more about where the incoming call is coming from. This is especially helpful if a group participant is part of multiple ring groups. For example, typing sales in the field will show sales followed by the caller's caller ID information on the group members' phones. By checking the Follow Presence box, the system will also take the group member's presence settings, either available, busy, or away, into consideration when routing an incoming call. Remember to enable this feature if you enabled a forwarding whisper earlier. If a group member is using call forwarding on their phone, checking the desk phone forwarding box will enable the incoming group call to also follow these forwarding rules. By default, Skip Caller is checked. It prevents a group member from being called if they are the one making the call to the group. If you'd like to use this group as a one-way conference line, you could check this box. To have group calls recorded, for example for quality and training purposes, check the Enable Call Recording box. Please note, this is a Pro Seat feature. By adjusting the slider, you can determine how long the call will ring to the group before routing the call to another destination. For your failover, you can choose any of the destination options you see in this list. In this example, after 24 seconds, this group will redirect or failover to a voicemail box. Then select a voicemail box. The Hide Missed Calls option can make things easier for group participants. By checking this box, users won't see all the missed calls on their phone that get redirected to the failover destination. Next is the Group Members section. All available extensions are listed on the left side. Click and drag the desired group members to the section on the right. Please note, if you're using the Hunt Ring strategy, place members in the order you want them to be called. To help differentiate group calls from other incoming calls, you have the option to select a custom ringtone for the group. This feature must be configured first though. The business hours section is optional. You'd only select this box if you need to apply a specific business hour rule to this destination. In most cases, the business hours will be set up on the main account instead. And when that's the case, attaching a rule here may create a looping error within your call routing. Click Save to finish setting up your ring group. The new ring group is set up and ready to use. As a reminder, you can edit or delete any of the groups by using these options.